Order 66 sure did bring the dark times. Even though A New Hope was born with Luke and Leia, the Jedi Order was no more. Obi-Wan and Yoda went into exile to save themselves and to help preserve the ways of the Jedi. It was the smartest move for sure, but was that their only option? Obi-Wan and Yoda were among the strongest Jedi in the Council. With their political ties, surely they could have kept in touch with what was left of the Republic and helped the rebels. Let's take a quick minute and look at what Obi-Wan and Yoda could have done had they not gone into exile. Order 66 had wiped out most of the active Jedi in the galaxy, and Anakin had slaughtered the Younglings in the Jedi Temple. It was a swift, systematic purge of the Jedi. Even for two powerful Jedi like Obi-Wan and Yoda, it would have been rough. Even if they hadn't gone after Anakin and Darth Sidious, the two would have had to live in constant fear, always looking over their shoulders and moving frequently to avoid the Empire and their Inquisitors. Given all that, the two would have to be in the same amount of danger regardless of whether or not they went into exile. Keep in mind that while the Galactic Republic fell to pieces, the Empire was still new. Their takeover of the galaxy may have been systematic, with Sidious already controlling the clone army and other resources, but it would be possible for a sizable resistance to form. This is where Obi-Wan and Yoda would come in. Instead of going into exile, they would help the rebels and other systems that would resist the Empire. It may not seem like a lot, but two of the most powerful Jedi on your side would inspire hope in the rebellion. Both Jedi offer vital resources to the rebellion. While both of them were Jedi generals during the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi was more accustomed to planning battle strategies and organizing troops. Yoda, on the other hand, held a wealth of knowledge that was unmatched by any Jedi in the Council. He was a Jedi Grand Master after all. He basically holds every Jedi teaching and tradition in his head. After his fight with Darth Sidious, it's safe to say Yoda's fighting days are over, but he will be just as instrumental to the rebellion outside of the battlefield. Alright, first let's take a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi. After the events of Episode 3, he goes to Tatooine to live out his exile to look after Luke and protect him. If Luke displayed any Force sensitivity, he would surely bring the Empire's ire. Keeping a close eye on Luke is a good move, and for this alternate timeline, I still think Obi-Wan should go to Tatooine to look after Luke, but with one big difference. Instead of handing him off to Owen Lars, Obi-Wan should raise Luke himself in secret. Raising a child in exile while fighting the Empire is not advised. For the Jedi to return, Luke needs to have a normal childhood, more or less. However, the Empire is still on the lookout for Jedi, and if Luke needed help, Obi-Wan would be there. This would be a temporary arrangement, but Obi-Wan could still coordinate with the rebels on Tatooine and look after Luke, at least until he's able to leave Owen and Beru's farm. When Luke comes of age, Obi-Wan would reveal himself to be a Jedi Knight and help train Luke more in the ways of the Force, much like in A New Hope. The key difference is that Kenobi would have kept in contact with the rebel forces. There, Obi-Wan would have made a contingency plan with Yoda to take Luke and Leia and train them in the ways of the Force and bring back the Jedi. With Obi-Wan's leadership, the rebels would be far better prepared for the Empire. Not only would Luke and Leia have Jedi training, but the rebels would also benefit from General Kenobi's knowledge of battle tactics. He may not have programmed the clone troopers, but he did train regiments of clone troopers on occasion and would be very familiar with their battle strategies. The Empire would not change their tactical strategy too drastically between Episode 3 and 4. Yoda's involvement in this alternate timeline is similar to Obi-Wan's, but less involved in direct conflict with the Empire. Yoda knows after his fight with Darth Sidious that the Empire is too powerful to attack directly. Despite his power, Yoda's fighting days are behind him, even if he decides to help the remnants of the Galactic Republic. While Obi-Wan looks over an infant Luke, Yoda will travel to the Outer Rims to find any Force-sensitive children and set up a new Jedi temple. Even before Order 66, no other Jedi had more knowledge than Yoda. Obi-Wan might help fight the good fight with the rebels, but Yoda would mold the minds of future Jedi thinkers, making the return of the Jedi stronger than just having it rest on Luke's shoulders. As a Jedi Grand Master, Yoda was the Empire's top priority for Jedi to destroy. Because of this, Yoda would not have the same freedom of movement as Obi-Wan. He would only attract the Empire's attention no matter where he went. So he would either stick to the outer reaches of the galaxy or be on the move constantly with the rebels. Despite the Galactic Republic falling, the Empire was not omnipotent. Their reach had its limits. The Outer Rim would be teeming with lowlives, bounty hunters, and smugglers. Yoda would teach them the ways of the Force, but this time around, he would have the foresight to change his teachings enough to avoid creating another Darth Vader. Hindsight is, after all, 2020. This would affect more than the rebellion, however. The return of the Jedi as an institution would be a greater change for good in the galaxy. And that was our quick little what if on Obi-Wan and Yoda's decision to go into exile. What did you all think? Let us know in the comments down below. We would love to hear about your Star Wars theories. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like and hit the subscribe button and bell icon to get notifications on more CBR content. See you next time.